Alright. I know how much you guys love your Doors lore, and don't get me wrong, I love making those videos. However, I'm out of ideas currently for lore videos, and I've made like 5 in a row. So, I thought of taking a break from lore for now to discuss something arguably more interesting, that being the rarest item in all of Doors, at least since the Floor 2 update. Yeah, that's right, there's a new rarest item in the game, one which, similar to the previous rarest item in the game, only has one piece of recorded footage, at least to my knowledge. So, today, in this video, we'll be talking about the rarest item in all of Doors, one which you probably don't even know about. So, with all of that being said, let's begin. Okay, so as you all probably know, I love to yap. So, instead of immediately telling you what this item is, I'm going to talk about its history first. After all, what is the point in knowing the item if you don't understand the full scope of just how rare it is? Alright, so as you might have known, the previous rarest item in all of Doors was the Room's Bandage. Essentially, before the Floor 2 update, players could have an extremely rare chance to find a bandage in the room's sublevel. In fact, this bandage was so rare that, at least to my knowledge, there was only one piece of recorded footage of it, that being this image on the screen right now. However, notice how I said this was the previous rarest item, and that is because this thing was made extremely common in the Floor 2 update. This is because now bandages don't require a player to be damaged in order to spawn, as well as how they are able to spawn everywhere in the rooms rather than just in the first few hundred doors. If you play the room sublevel now, you're bound to find plenty of bandages in your run, effectively making them extremely common. However, something took the room's bandage's place of the rarest item, something which I didn't even know about until after making my original video over the bandage. Okay, let me ask you a question. What items are capable of spawning in the rooms? Many of you would probably list all the common items, such as the Shake Light, Gold, Barrel of Starlight, and of course bandages. However, there's another item, one which is even more obscure than the room's bandage prior to the Floor 2 update. This item is the current rarest item in the entirety of Doors, and this image on the screen is the only known footage of it. Now, some of you might be thinking, Cheddar Balls, there's nothing on the screen, and at first glance it appears like that. However, that assumption is incorrect. Here, let me crop and brighten the image so you can see clearly what the item is. Yeah, that's right, the most rare item in the entirety of Doors is the room's flashlight. Not to be confused with the Shake Light, the room's flashlight is just a normal flashlight, but it spawns in the rooms. Now, especially with the new item dropping mechanics, some of you might be questioning the legitimacy of this image. However, fortunately, this screenshot was taken prior to the Floor 2 update, which is before item dropping was even added, meaning this image is 100% real. Additionally, this isn't the result of a dead player's dropped items, as there is no guiding light particles around the flashlight, which further proves the item's legitimacy. Anyways, that was essentially everything about the room's flashlight. The Doors item so rare it only has one known recorded piece of footage. It's just a normal flashlight, but for some reason it's really rare. Before, this item could have been considered just as rare as the room's bandage, but that item was made extremely common in the Floor 2 update, meaning this flashlight is the new rarest item in the whole game. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think of this item, as well as some ideas for possible lore videos. So with all of that being said, thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed.